Back in April, the former CEO of PayPal came out swinging against the crypto universe, calling Bitcoin, quote unquote, the greatest scam in history, adding that it's a pump and dump scheme like anything the world has ever seen.
That wasn't this year during the crypto winter. That was 4 years ago. I've long been spectacularly wrong on the market value of crypto, but I continue to believe the thesis. Crypto is useless. Literally, it has no utility. Zealots say it's secure, instant, free, the future of finance. It is none of these things. As a payment method, it's irrelevant. Crypto payments represent 1/10 of 1% of all global payments. It's absurd to call it digital gold, a store of value. It is the most volatile and unsafe asset available. Blockchain does create an immutable historical record, but the instance of financial attacks that alter historical data is nearly zero. Our urgent vulnerability is identity and authentication. And secured only by a private key, blockchain takes us backwards to the bad old days of single-factor authentication. Bitcoin takes between 10 and 60 minutes to complete a transaction. Most crypto transactions cost dollars, not pennies. Consumer prices at Coinbase start at $1 for a $10 transaction. Bitcoin is limited to 7 transactions per second. Visa can do 65,000. Alipay can handle 500,000 transactions per second. By replicating the entire chain across thousands of computers, blockchain is about the least efficient computing architecture imaginable. Bitcoin network consumes as much electricity as Argentina. It should be outlawed on climate change grounds alone. It's a dead asset generating no intrinsic output, revenue, or profit. Crypto is accepted almost nowhere at a vanishingly small number of merchants and businesses. Because there's no governing authority, there's no recovery mechanism. If your private key is lost or stolen, your money is gone forever. Far from being a democratizing force, crypto's ownership and profits are intensely concentrated amongst the wealthy in the most wealthy countries. Those who advocate its use for cross-border payments have the problem statement correct. SWIFT is wholly deficient. But we don't need crypto to fix it. We need faster networks. Far from being free from governments, banks, and other institutions, the vast majority of crypto owners put their trust in centralized crypto exchanges or other third parties. Those parties are notoriously plagued by fraud and failure. Scams and scandals are endemic. Crypto is useless. Why is there still no killer app? Because it has no viable use case, with the exception of money laundering and criminal activity. Thank you. That wasn't a thank you that I'm done. That was a thank you that the clicker worked. Proponents wave all this away by saying it's still the early days. Well, it's been 13 years. That's an eternity in the technology business. What about crypto as an investment? It's not an investment, it's betting. The Bitcoin swings in value are stupendous. After my CNBC piece, No Causality, Bitcoin plunged 66%. Then it skyrocketed 373%. Then it plunged again by 67%. And that wasn't the recent volatility. That was 2018 to 2020. Over the past 2 years, 2020 to 2022, it soared 1,246%, only to evaporate by 71%. And of course, because of the different denominators, percentages don't tell the entire story. The dollar losses have been just about equal to the dollar gains. Even worse, the scams, hacks, bankruptcies, ransomware, rug pulls, Ponzi schemes, pump and dump schemes, over $30 billion has been lost over the past 5 years. Bernie Madoff was only $1 billion. The fraudsters at DeFi 100 left this cute message. Who got rich? The rich. Who got poor? The poor. It disproportionately hurts those who can least afford it. In the later stages of this mania, an astonishing 20% of the poor have been hit. People who take payday loans are 2.5 times more likely than the general population to buy crypto. Rich promoters who should know better are making it worse. Young males are especially susceptible to the hype. Crypto owners are 70% male and 80% under 45. And of course, 2/3 of Americans report living paycheck to paycheck. People know what they need to do, and it's not betting on crypto. Yet 1 out of 10 Americans who got a stimulus check bought crypto. And of course, even more important than the money is the emotional impact. The key to happiness is simplifying your life, seeking experience rather than things, building caring relationships, and relaxing. Stress, particularly money stress, is killing us, literally. Stress is the emotional pandemic of the developed world. Beyond just anxiety, money stress dramatically impacts longevity. In the US, the very richest live longer than the very poorest. 10 years longer for women, 14 years longer for men. As an industry tasked with helping people with their money, let's remember Hippocrates. First, do no harm. Thanks.